Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the live stream about making money with art. So this is a topic you guys voted in the community tab. Apparently, a lot of you are interested. I'm a scientific illustrator. I worked for a few years with my own business now. I made many deals with both corporate clients and academic clients. So I will share some experience that I have with you. And I know a lot of you guys will have questions about maybe like how to sell your art, where to find your clients. If you have those questions, leave them in the comments at any time. Not in the comments, in the chat, in the live stream chat. I can see your chat, so don't hesitate. If you have any questions, don't worry about interrupting me, because I will be very happy to know what kind of questions you have. I love to learn from you as well. First of all, can you hear me? Please help me with a sound check, and I will wait for more people to check in, and I will wait for your questions, and also I think I'll do like a 10 minutes introduction about just some basic concepts of how to start selling your art, and then I will start to answer the questions. Hello. Wait, let me move the window here so I can see. I have two screens, so now I don't need to turn my head entirely like another way. Thank you for helping me with the sound check, Pishek. It's very important that you guys do a sound check for me because I am not able to hear myself. Good, and welcome. I see people are checking in. And also Andres, thank you so much for becoming my member. If you guys want to support the channel, you can join the membership and you will be able to see all the past live stream recordings, including this one. So that's one of the benefits you can get from becoming my YouTube member. Okay, so if you guys have any question at any time, just type them in the chat. Don't worry about interrupting me. Hello, friends. Hello, Shadha. Welcome to the live stream. How are you guys today? Wow, people are really checking in. From the vote in the community tab, I know you guys are very interested in this topic. So I'm not surprised. But I'm also very happy that I'm able to share the experience with you. And if you have any question, just let me know. Hello, Majive, Professor Science. Good to see you again. I know Majive, he had come to my live stream multiple times. How are you today? And so I will show you guys my favorite decoration in my room. This is a Neko on steroid. Look at how thick his arm is, and the Chinese, the kanji here means extremely rich, filthy rich. So this Neko is related to the topic we're talking about today, because we are going to make money with art, with your artwork, or whatever, like it can be your scientific research. It can be your innovation. It can be anything. Whatever you are going to sell, make sure they make you rich. We are not afraid to become rich here. I want all my viewers to become rich someday. I know there are people who are very afraid of talking about money because they have a lot of personal identity tied towards money, which I understand. people do treat others according to their financial status. That's the truth. That's what I learned the hard way as well. Because, you know, I used to work as a medical researcher, and then I decided to switch to art. The term starving artist is very real. So I have experienced different type of economic situations, and I can tell you guys, people do treat you differently when they know you have money or when they don't know you don't have money. So it is very important to make a lot of money. That's just that's just the reality of the world. So I also have prepared some euro bills here to just, you know, bring you guys good energy. ASMR, money ASMR. I wish I could like put this stack of money here on my Neko, but the Neko cannot hold it. The Neko should be able to hold the money. Hello, Susanna. Welcome to live stream. And if you guys have any question about money at any time, just let me know, okay? And I have worked as a scientific illustrator for a few years with my own company. So I've made many deals. I have closed many sales. So I know some way of selling your illustrations for maybe 20,000 euro, about 20,000 euro. And I will also show you this print at the back. This is not my artwork. This is a print I bought from a print shop in Amsterdam. Guess how much did this print cost? Sadra. Relationship with money is most important. Absolutely. When I was younger, I was not aware of that because I think when we were in school, people often talk about like, oh, money is not important. That's a lie. Money is very, very important because I think it's less about like being proud of yourself or being snobbish or being able to buy things. People treat others differently according to their economic status. You will have different opportunities if you're in a different economic status. It's very unfortunate. But if you're able to have more opportunity and better opportunities, you should go for it. Like, all of you should go for it. So I think it's great. I think it's important for money is important, but not for the reason most of people think it is. It's not about the material things. It's literally about how you are able to, you know, find your footing in the society, because it's really built on money. And how much do you think this print costs? Tell me. I will not shame you if you get it wrong. Don't worry. Just how much does this scientific illustration print cost? Take a guess. I'll put it closer so you guys can have a better look. You'll be able to see my ring light. Anyone take a guess? How much does it cost? I'll type it here. How much does US $10? I think that's a good guess. Susanna, are you from the US? By the way, also let me know where you guys from, because in different country the strategy will be a bit different. I mean, like, the strategy of making money will be a bit different. 10 could be a little bit more than 10. From New York, $85. Okay, yeah, that would be a New York price for sure. Everything is so expensive in New York. I remember I went there a few years ago while I was studying the scientific illustration degree. Oh my god! Like if you don't have money, you cannot do anything in New York. Everything is so expensive. You're from Brazil, okay. I'll reveal the answer. This cost me about 26 euro. This is a print. So maybe the original will be able to charge a little bit more, but this is how much you will be able to make probably if you sell a print. Like, do you think that will be able to support your livelihood if you sell it for 26 euro? Probably not. Like, if you're able to sell 100 prints per month, maybe you can pay for your grocery or rent, but to earn a good living, that doesn't sound very realistic, right? If when you make art, you're only able to sell for 26 euro, that would be a big problem. Hello Rakanta, welcome. I remember you left me a message about a illustration you need to draw. And did you see my reply? Can you email me a few examples? Then I can help you later after I finish the the money topic. Okay, and I was able to make a deal I was able to close a deal for illustrations that eventually the price was around 20,000 euro. So that, I think, will be a better situation to be in if you are going to sell your art, for money. I'll type my email here for Vakanta. Okay. So now let me get my black. Let me get my whiteboard. And I'll show you a few just basic concepts of selling your artwork. So when are you able to make money from your art? It's actually quite simple. When someone pays. Are you guys able to see? Are you guys able to see the word, the text on the blackboard? Are you able to see my writing? Okay. Yeah, it's actually quite simple. When someone is willing to give you money for your artwork, you will be able to make money from your art. Willing is a bit over the side. What do you mean willing? Oh yeah. The word willing. Let me move. Okay. So the real question is actually, how do you make someone pay? So the question, the question is how. What kind of things people are willing to give money to? So I think, like, this is not like based on any type of theory or anything. It's just from my own experience and from my own understanding and from what I learned from the startup incubator. Because I had some startup company training at the University of Amsterdam. They had a really good program. It helped me with my business a lot. In my head, I categorize things that people would give money to into two categories. So the first one is goods So, these are the practical goods, practical products they can use to solve a problem. It could be either physical need, like food, clothes, water, these very essential goods that have a utility function. And they need these goods to carry on with their life. This will be something that people will be paying for, right? And there's a second category. Is things with emotional values. For example, Taylor Swift bracelet. I don't even know the actual the full name of that thing, like the merchandise from Taylor Swift. What is it called? Can someone let me know? I just know there's a bracelet that is a merchandise from Taylor Swift concert. Okay, so that is the type of thing that's in the second category, things that have strong emotional value to some individuals. Okay, so the first category is very objective, because you really need that thing. You really need to eat. You really need to eat food, so you will not starve. You really need to drink water, so you will not die of thirst. You need clothes, either for the warmth or for not getting arrested. Like if you're showing your naked butt on the street, the police will come to take you away. Unless you're doing a performance art, they will still take you away, but you can get some notoriety from it. Maybe you can monetize it and get money. I don't know. If you're able to make a lot of money from that, go for it. And the second category is often where art lies into. Things with emotional values. And the second category, the emotional value, is very difficult to sell. Because emotions are very subjective. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, So I will not spend a single dime on the bracelet. That's just a truth. That's just the truth. But I would buy a BB-8 mug from the Disney souvenir store because I love Star Wars. So emotional value is very subjective. In this case, it is very important to find your correct audience, like to find the right audience of your art. Because only the audience that understand you will pay for the art that you make. Okay. So how to make money from art? In short, you need to find your audience. Okay, that will be a, let me write it down in red. Find your audience. Okay, so yeah, I will stop here for giving an introduction at this live stream, and I will start to take some questions from you guys. So do you guys have any questions from what you have heard so far? There's no stupid question, just just let me know whatever question you have. Sharda, how much of your net? The heart is blocking your message. How much of my net? Is it net worth? The message system is the UI is a little bit annoying. It blocked the word. It blocked the text. Oh yeah, I see. Now, how much of your net worth should I risk in my new business? Not more than you could lose. For an art business, I don't think you need to invest a lot of money. However, it will take a long time before your art business take off. Like it took me, I think, 2 years, 1 to 2 years, to start to have some stable clients. So you need to have a saving that can support you throughout that period of time. I would advise you to start any type of art venture as a side hustle, as a hobby job. And if it grows to the point that that income can support your livelihood, then quit your conventional job. How much of your net worth? I cannot give you a number because I don't know which area you live in and what is your living standard. But just have like a 1 year of emergency fund. I would advise you to do that. And also set a point set a, how do you call that? Like stopping point, a point of no return. Like if you're not making money after a certain amount of time, then it's probably a good idea to move on. What do you do Sarthan, what do you do now? What is your occupation? Ratikanta, I have not received. I don't think I received your email yet. Let me have a look. Okay, what other questions do you guys have? So, because it will take a long time to build an audience. So, yeah. So just be ready for that. You need an emergency fund. Design for yoga postures. Do you draw yoga postures or you design the postures that people who needs to do in yoga? In which country are you based? Brazil? No. Susanna is from Brazil. Draw for yoga postures. Oh. Okay. And what is your background? Are you an artist from the art background or from science background? In New York. Okay. Yeah, I think any type of art venture is very risky. The risk is high. So if you make it, you will make a lot of money, but if you don't make it, then yeah. Basically screwed. So it's really be careful when you're going into a art venture. Dance Master of Science. I see. Okay. And you want to and what do you want to sell? Because you're already making work for yoga postures, right? From what I see in the comments. Okay, and anyone else have questions? Oh, 100%, I see. Yeah, and have you successfully find some clients who are buying the illustrations? It's very hard to make a living out of making illustrations. I have to be honest about that. So yeah, be very careful when you're trying to make an art career full time. I think it is good as a hobby job. So if you do it part-time, or if you have a partner to support you, I know many of my colleagues are supported by their partners. Very few can make it on their own. For a company and cannot be creative as you feel. Yeah, that's the downside of working for a conventional job. Yeah. I see, I guess it's Sharda, you put the laughing emoji. But that's the truth, and that's totally fine. Do whatever it takes to live the life you want. If you're able to find a partner who can support you financially, go for it. Yeah, I think most of my classmates have a partner to support them. Especially about their visa. Most of my classmates married for visa. Okay, and so there are more audiences here. So what kind of other questions do you guys have about making money with art? Who has already tried to sell their artwork? I can also go through some questions I get in the comments. Let me have a look. Some videos. Also, Sharda, what kind of company are you working for? In this case, you say it's not creative. I often think creativity is a curse. You know, I know for creative people like us, we have to do something creative, otherwise our soul would die. But I think it's a curse in some way. Because, you know, like for people who get rich, they usually do very boring businesses, which is essential. They do businesses in the first category, goods and product that people need, that people have essential needs too. So, for example, there are people who become very rich by having a waste processing company. Like, they help people to get rid of trash, but they become rich for doing that. So the most profitable business is not always the most exciting one. Hi, Susanna. Thank you for the question. Let me have a look. You have done some stuff for friends, like illustration and poster designs, but nothing even close to the money I would need for living. Yeah, that's normal. Don't be discouraged. Keep going. As I said, the biggest deal I've made so far is around 20,000 euro, and I'm planning to make even higher deals in the future. Keep going. Did they pay you? Did your friends pay you? Did your friends pay you? It's the tricky part, you know. Often people would ask for favors. Okay. Yes, for making $1 million of deals. Yes, I'm all for that. And also yes to friends who ask for favors. That's often the case. Don't ever do anything for free. If they want your help, ask for money. A lot of work gotta go. Yeah, you're welcome. Good luck with the yoga illustration. Hi, Rosemary. Welcome to the live stream. How are you? I remember you. I'm talking about money today. Because this was a topic that a lot of people voted for. Time is money. Absolutely. You should always charge people for the time that they ask from you. Because sometimes some companies, they will also ask for hourly rate. So then you need to put a price on your time. I also think it's really good to think of your time. I also think it's really good to put a price tag on your own time. I think that also increase your self-worth in some way. Because if you think about like, okay, because now sometimes I could charge like a company for 700 euro per hour. And when someone is bothering me with some, like really dumb bullshit, that does not benefit me at all. I'll just think about that. Oh, okay, if I spend time on this, it will cost me 700 euro. Then no, I'm not doing that. So it's good to put a price tag on your own time. To eat and pay bills. Exactly. It's good if you can eat and pay bills by doing what you love, for sure. I'm great. I've been working out a lot. I've been going to the gym a lot. I also joined a running group that is mostly entrepreneurs, business owners. So like it's really good to be around people who are sort of doing the same thing, because then we can share a lot of resources and information with each others. I wish I've done that earlier, but yeah, I just like I needed help with a US client for invoicing, and immediately I find people who are able to give me advice in the running group. So that's also another very important thing about making money. So you need to be around people who have money, so they're more likely to spend on things. So when you have an artwork they like, they will be willing to pay you if they can notice you around them. So be around people who have money. They don't have to be like mega rich people. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, we need to aim for the rich people. But also remember, the second principle, things with emotional values. You should, because people who have a lot of money might not appreciate your art style. So that will be a waste of time for you to spend around them. So it's better to spend around people who appreciate your art style, or whatever expertise you have. Actually, like if you're a doctor, be around people who need doctors, then you will get a lot of business. So be around people who have money, and be around people who can see your value. That's very important in making money. Set boundary, prevent exploitation. Absolutely, this is very important. And I think a lot of the thing we learned from school is to sort of engineer us into being easily exploited. Because they teach us that we have to listen to. They teach us that we have to follow the rule of the school, and we need to do whatever the authoritative figure tells us to do. And I think a lot of you guys are, maybe over 20s, have some work experience already. Then like people in the authority don't always have your best interest at heart. So so Rosemary, you're 100% correct. Setting boundaries is very important. Also, when making business deal, like when you're negotiating for the price of your artwork, set boundaries that, hey, this is how much I will want to charge. They will definitely bargain. It's actually very good if your client bargains. But do have a idea of what is the lowest price you are able to accept, and set boundaries. What I would do is I have a target price in mind, and I will add maybe like 20% on top when I'm negotiating. because there will always be the client will always bargain. Actually, the ones that will bargain are good clients, because you know that they have a better understanding about money. My experience with the academics and doctors is that they are really bad at bargaining. They don't bargain at all. So when they see something that's over their budget, they just leave. And they also often have strong emotional response to the price. Like for example, like one case, I proposed for 100, like for example, like the price I proposed, they can only pay for 30%. And then they just, you know, they make a very big deal out of it. But I was like, yeah, I mean, it's nothing personal. It is what it is. That's why I love to deal with business people better, because I think they take money less seriously. There's less emotional attachment towards money, like personal emotional attachment. Okay, and do you guys have other questions about maybe like selling your art, that type of things? Ask me. Don't worry about asking questions. Just let me know what you want to know about selling your art. I will go through some of the comments I get from you guys. Let me have a look, just so I can reply them here. Someone left a lot of questions under the community tab. Let me see where it is. Okay. I'll show you guys. So, you guys voted for this topic, you know, how to make money with your art. You know, a lot of people voted for it. That's why I'm talking about it. And on Wednesday, I will talk about how to become a scientific illustrator. Because actually, most of the people have voted for it. I'll talk about having a hobby job at some point. And there is some questions in the comments. How to get commission and client as a scientific illustrator. Let's see what Yolanda has said. I recently graduated from a bachelor's degree in biology and hoping and working towards getting into my script master program next year. That's the program I study at. Among others, my graduation tutor encouraged me to, in the meantime, register as a business and just taking some commissions already. Still keep on a day job and be starting soon. Yes, the graduation tutor gave Yolanda really good advice. As I said earlier, any art venture, it is wiser to start as a hobby job. Because art is a high risk occupation. If you make it, you will make insane amount of money, but like 99.9% of people don't make anything. So be aware of that, and be I mean, like I really I'm really in no place of judging anyone who give up everything for art, because that's literally what I did. But because I experienced it by myself, I would really advise people not to do that. But then again, I know people will not listen. I would not listen. I wouldn't listen back then. Even if people have told me that you should keep your day job. I quit my scientific research job to be an artist full-time. So I know it's very hard to convince anyone if they already want to do the art full-time. Should I send now? Yes, please. Ratikanta, please send your file to me. Then I can give you some guidance. Because with the example, I'm also able to see how complicated the illustration is. Have you already drawn something by yourself? Also, what do you do? Are you what kind of, are you a researcher? Are you writing your article now? Yes, please email. Ooh, what happened? I accidentally pressed on the remote control. You're a student. Oh. Master or PhD? I have not got your email. I have not gotten your email yet. Please send it to this email. Okay. So on Wednesday, I'll be talking about how to become a scientific illustrator. As many of my audience are interested in this topic. In the meantime, do any of you have more questions? Please let the question come in. Don't be afraid to ask me anything. Oh, I think I got your email. Rocky FF. Is your name Rocky? Let me have a look now. NLC picture. Can I show it to everyone? Or is it confidential? Oh, is it because your name is Ratikanta, then you name yourself Rocky? Okay, I can show it to everybody. Thank you. That makes my work much easier. What is this illustration for? Like for school presentation or for a publication? And which software do you use? A school presentation. And which software do you use? 12th. Hello, Chlorophylla. Welcome. You're from Brazil. Welcome to live stream. Happy to hear my videos have helped you. I talked about making money in art. That's also the main topic of this live stream. So if you have any question just about making money with art, just let me know in the chat. I'm also helping Raki Kanta right now with his illustration. So in the meantime, you can still ask me question about making money with your artwork. Is that what you like to do? Chlorophylla. Rakikanta, what do you mean 12th? 12th grade? But it seems like you have a mustache. I think you're beyond 12th grade. What does 12 mean? And which software do you use? Please let me know, then I can show you. Okay, let me see. In the meantime, do you guys have more questions about making money with art? I'll go over again about the thing I covered today. Currently using BioRender. And do you use PowerPoint or Inkscape? Okay, I'll go over the points I made today again. So, to make money with your art, someone must be willing to pay for the artwork you make. So that's when the transaction happens, then that's when you will get the money. Hello, Satish. Welcome. Ratikanta, you use PowerPoint. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll demonstrate how to make your illustration in PowerPoint for you in just a minute. Let me finish the main points. Okay, so and how to make someone willing to give you the money for your art. And usually people, when they're willing to give away their money to someone, it's because of these two reasons. First is they need the thing you have. Like they have a they have basic need, the thing that can help them to solve a problem. For example, food, water, clothings. And the second category is what you have has a lot of emotional value to them. This is, for example, when people buy a souvenir when they're traveling. Most of the time, your artwork, the art you make, will be in the second category. So, in that case, it's very important for you to find your audience. For example, like right now, Ratikanta has a need for drawing something for his schoolwork that is, like lipid layer related. It looks like a liposome. NLC. Looks like a liposome. That's why he is here. Because I have hit both of the categories. He needs the illustration to solve a problem, which is his schoolwork. And the second is he has an emotional value. That's because my style, the style I make, suits his preferences. See, here's a real-time example of when you have a product when you have an artwork, a product that someone needs. They will be in the chat looking for you, trying to get your attention. Okay, that's sorry I use you as a example, Ratikanta, but here's a really good example for everybody. Okay, so find your target audience, let them know where you are, is very important if you want to make money with your art. All right. Okay, I will switch to the tutorial mode. So I'll quickly show Ratikanda how to make these liposomes. Which one do you need to draw? The one on the top 4? Let me turn PowerPoint on. What kind of schoolwork is this? Okay, make the lipid by layer. Let's see. Go to shapes. Grab the ellipse tool. Grab the oval tool. And hold shift when you click and drag. Okay, and let's make an outline. I'll actually use this. Let's draw a rectangle. Remove the fill. So now we only have the square outline. And right click on edit point. Click on one with a point, click on open path. Then you'll be able to make this. By the way, Rakikanta, is it urgent? Can you make it tomorrow? Because I just feel like now I will need to do it very quickly. And you might not be able to follow. Or is it okay for you to come tomorrow around the same time? Then I can spend more time, because now the topic of the live stream is different from what I'm doing now. Tomorrow, okay. What time? It will be the same time. Okay. Then I will focus on helping you tomorrow. Okay. Have you guys just witnessed a business negotiation? This is also how you communicate with your client. Like, you interview them and see what they need, and if they have example, ask them to provide some example what they have in mind, so you can have a good idea what kind of service, what kind of illustration they need. And oh, you're welcome, Ratikanta. Thank you for your understanding. You know, that you're able to adjust to my schedule for tomorrow. And tomorrow at the same time, around this time, okay? I will focus on helping you. And you see that you can negotiate with your clients, to find the best common grounds that you can collaborate with, you know, because the topic of the video today is how to make money with art. So if I spend a lot of time working on illustration, that's a little bit odd and it's not fitting the topic. So I immediately communicate with Ratikanta that, hey, I think the better way that we can work together is we reschedule this to tomorrow, and I can be like 100% focused on helping Ratikanta and solve his problem. Right. So this is also an important process of, you know, just communicating and negotiating with your client. being able to communicate with your client is also an essential part of making money. Because if you cannot have good communication and good relationship with your client, you will not be able to get paid or get your work done, basically. Okay. All right. Ratikanta, thank you very much for the understanding. I will see you tomorrow. So make sure you be here again at the same time. And do you guys have more questions about making money with your art? I also just, not only have I covered some basic principles of making a product, I also demonstrate to you guys how to negotiate and communicate with the client. Did I have experience in selling art commission before making scientific illustrations? Did I? No. I had no business experience back then. I was a scientific researcher. So that job does not require going out to look for your own client. So I learned all the business, all the doing business thing after becoming a scientific illustrator, which is the part I love the most. I went through a lot of hardship for choosing being a scientific illustrator, but I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful that through this profession, I'm able to learn about doing business and building a company, and also just like how the financial system works. Because I went through the startup incubator of the University of Amsterdam, because they see that this service can help a lot of scientists. So they trained me to build this company. And if I have never choose to do scientific illustration, I would never have have the chance to go to learn about these things about business. So I'm even though the road is really twisted, but I don't regret anything. Ashisha, can you share my illustration and give some suggestion how to improve? If you allow me to show it to everybody on the live stream, then I can do that on Wednesday. Is that okay for you? Abhiske. Because as we said a little bit earlier, like we discussed. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Because I think not only that, will not only like showing your art in public not only can help you getting feedback. I think everybody can also see what other people are doing and can give you feedback. And also because on Wednesday the topic is how to become a scientific illustrator, so I think we can discuss about portfolio preparation while going through your illustrations. I think that will also help a lot of audiences. So thank you very much, Abhishek, for allowing me to show your work in public. You can email me your work via to my email, or you can post it in Discord if that's something you like. And people can also already give you some feedback. Which one do you prefer? Ahishek. Okay. So, guys, so if you're interested in knowing, in getting some advice of becoming a scientific illustrator, please join my live stream again on Wednesday around the same time of today. And I'll be focusing on that on Wednesday. Piece Kid, make sure you remember to email me your work so I can review them on Wednesday. Also, you can also DM me your artwork via social media, so either through Instagram or Twitter X. Like, if you have a problem, send the emails. All right. Yeah, I look forward to seeing your artwork. I'm actually always very interested in seeing you guys, like seeing what you guys are doing. Okay. Do you guys have more questions about making money through art? Or it doesn't need to be art. It can be from your profession, from your research. So a lot of my viewers are also researchers. If not, then thank you so much for joining me today, asking the questions and being engaged in this advice session. If you have any questions, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments, DM me. Yeah, just let me know anytime, because I think I will keep on doing this since this is something that you guys are interested in. And I'm also, I also want all my viewers to become rich one day. Like, of course I want to be very rich, but I also want you guys to be very rich, because why not? And I think I think nobody should be ashamed of trying to make a lot of money. I find, when I was growing up, of course, like, people around me have this like facade of telling like, oh my god, like, people shouldn't be greedy, blah blah blah. But I think that's when people don't have good financial knowledge and they believe the amount of money in the world is static. That means the money cannot be created. There's only certain stable amount of money in the world. If people have that false belief, then they will see rich people as evil, because they think they take away everybody's money. But because of going through the startup training at the incubator at the University of Amsterdam, I learned that money, which is a reflection of value, is one way of reflection of value. There are many other commodities that can hold values, like gold, stock, Bitcoin, all these things. Values can be created. If you create something that can benefit people, and you're able to monetize it, then you create money. You don't take money from someone, you create money. Okay, so I think once I learned about that, my whole worldview changed, and I no longer see rich people as evil. Some of them are. If they're not creative people who are able to create money, then the only way they can get rich is, of course, exploiting other people. There are people like that. I work for a few of them. They're horrible. Those people are horrible. But the problem with them is they're not creative. They are not able to create value. But my viewers are creative people because you are interested in art. You're interested in making things by yourselves. So you are creative people who are able to create value. Then you will be, I believe all of you are able to become rich by, creations instead of exploitation. So that's why I believe all of you can be rich. I hope all of you can be rich with me. Abhishek, what is the scenario working as a medical illustrator in publication? What are the protocols? So one of the case I'm currently negotiating with the medical department in the US is that it really depends on institution, but they usually would prefer to hire you as a consultant, so you work as an employee of the doctor, and the illustrations you make, you need to transfer the copyright to the journal or to your employer and then to the journal, because when you publish paper, the journals usually would prefer you to transfer the intellectual property to them, so they are able to basically just edit your content easier and publish your contents easier, because they don't want to come back every time to you to sign another, like a royalty deal. Of course, it's very exploitive, because once you in that way you don't own the artwork you produce in the end. But that's the norm if you work as an employee, and in most cases as a medical illustrator. In the end, you will not own your illustration if you work for someone else. In my case, unless I sign off the intellectual property to my clients, otherwise I own the things I make, because I have my own company. Yeah, so that will be the protocol. That's the administration protocol that I'm talking about, because we're focusing on making money today. So I'm talking about like the deal making protocol. So I wasn't sure if you mean Abhishek. I'm not sure if you mean by like the process of making a medical illustration. Is that what you mean? But we can talk about that on Wednesday, because I think that will fit the topic better. On Wednesday, I'll be talking about giving some advice on how to become a scientific illustrator, because that's also a very popular topic you guys voted for. Okay, I think I gotta go. I'm thirsty, and yeah. Okay. No? What do you mean no? I think I just got a message or an email. Maybe it's from you? Abhishek. No, it's not from you. Remember to email me your artwork, and don't I was thinking about, don't think about it too much, but if I'm going to show it to all the viewers, then maybe you need to take some time to select the work that you are comfortable showing. So I understand. Should you share it now? I think that's better, because I can prepare what I need to say before the live stream on Wednesday. It will help me if you email me the work now. Like I don't just hop onto the live stream and just start talking. I need to make some notes, at least like some mental notes. It's not easy to be on social media. RC. Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to know you enjoy the stream. I hope it is helpful. I hope it is helpful to you. Are you planning to sell your artwork? Check my email. Okay, I'll check it now. I will wait. Yes, I think it has come in. Oh, I think it looks quite nice. This type of content is very valuable. Oh, I think I will do it every Monday, actually. Like, so if you guys have any questions during the week, just send it to me, and I will have like a Money Monday. I love that title, Money Monday. And I also think it's great. It's really good. I like to talk about money. You know, because for example, I joined a startup founder running group in Amsterdam, and the running group is they have branches around the world, like in San Francisco in the US, Copenhagen, Texas, Austin. So it's really amazing to be around people who are very comfortable about talking about money, and they're also building things that is creating value to the world, and they're looking for investors. You know, they talk about like how to protect their intellectual properties. You know, just like being in the environment is really great. It's really helpful, and I think people should be more comfortable talking about money. Also, if someone is uncomfortable talking about money, which is a lot of people, that usually means they don't have good financial knowledge. And I don't think it's like they have some, I don't think it's like a character flaw or anything, but those are some signs that these people would have problem accumulating wealth. Or they would do it in an exploitive way, because that's an indication that they have shame and guilt ties toward money, and that means they feel like the way they're making money, or the only way to make money, is to do something bad. And I think that's an indication that these people have some weird concept about money, and usually they would, I don't know, I think they would just do shady deals. That's from my experience. I remember I was working for, okay, I don't like to expose someone, but I think this is a good example. So like a lot of people think like a lot of doctors are actually quite stingy. and I don't know like how many of you guys have worked in the medical system, like the healthcare work system. It is a very exploitive system, because the price is really regulated. It's strictly regulated by the insurance company and the government. So most of the doctors are not able to decide their own price. Maybe in the US you can. There are more like rooms to do that. That's why the healthcare is so expensive there. But for most of the world, if there's a public insurance, like a national-wise insurance structure, then the doctors cannot decide their own price. In that case, how do they become rich? They can only make more. How can they make more money? The only way they're able to make more money is to reduce the cost as much as possible. So if people have that mindset, they would become exploitive of the people underneath them. So because they can only cut the price of, the only way they can make more money is to cut the wage of, the employee in most cases, to squeeze them or pay them the same, but give them as much work as possible. So it becomes a very exploitative way of making money. It's very sad, and it's also very bad for people who work in there. I remember when I was working at the clinic, like the head doctor was making a huge deal about a broken light switch. Just like the cover of the light switch fell off, and nobody knows who did that, but it was such a small, tiny thing that can be easily fixed by maybe €1 or €2. Like, just go to one of the house repair shop, buy the cover, put it on, €2 done. But he was livid, and he was mad about this for 3 days, and like terrorized the entire work group chat and trying to find out who did this. It's only a €2 thing. But if you are someone who doesn't have a good financial knowledge, and if your idea of making money is by reducing cost and exploiting others, €2 is too much. So I can understand the logic, because if he needs the extra €2 he spends is extra €2 less from the profit. So every extra cost, every loss every spending become a decrease of the profit. That, I think, that type of thinking and system would make people into evil tyrants. So I think it's very important to be around people who are comfortable talking about money, because that means they have an abundant mindset. They know how money actually works, and they're also more willing to spend on your product, right, or the art you make. Yeah, so I think I'll be doing this on Monday, like Money Monday, so we can just comfortably talking about money. I love to talk about money. Okay, that will be for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and engaging with the live stream. And always, just like, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments or through any social media app. You're welcome. And I wish everybody good luck making money from your artwork. It's not easy, and it doesn't have to be your artwork. It could be your study, it could be your degree, it can be your innovation. The concept I listed out today apply to anything. You can literally sell anything if you are able to find the target audience. So yeah, exactly. Good luck, everybody. Go out and make your money, and we can talk about it on Mondays, and on Wednesday I will be talking about how to become a scientific illustrator, and tomorrow I'll be helping Ratikanta of his schoolwork. Yes, Money Monday. Yeah, just by thinking about it gives me joy. Money Monday with my Neko on steroid. Do you guys know about steroid? No, I don't mean not about steroid. Do you guys know about Neko? the neko is like it's from Japan. It's like a folklore thing that the cats can bring fortune and good luck. So a lot of the businesses in Taiwan and Japan, they would put an echo in at their entrance, and this one is on steroids. So that means we will it will attract like millions and billions of euros or dollars to me. And yeah, just come say hi to my steroid neko every Monday. So maybe he will also bless you. All right. I hope I'll see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday again, and I'll close the stream up with